So sorry. I had to sprint the last half mile to get this going. Sorry. Misjudged. Welcome. But I got it to work, I think. Did it all on the mobile. So you had it all done, was leaving the house, and I saw my middle daughter. Half mile to get this going. Sorry. Delay? Misjudged. Welcome. But I got it to work, I think. Did it all on the mobile. So you had it all done, was leaving the house, and I saw my middle daughter. Half mile to get this going. Sorry. Delay? Misjudged. Welcome. But I got it to work, I think. Did it all on the mobile. So you had it all done, was leaving the house, and I saw my middle daughter. Half mile to get this going. For some reason, there's a delay. It's working? Okay, I'll just turn off my volume. Can you hear me now? Just say yes and everything's okay, just because it was replaying back. Okay, thank you, brother. It was replaying back what I'm saying, which is odd. Oh, Lord. Hey, Dom. Well, I hope you guys are having a good Sunday so far. Sorry about that, but, got it to work. Now I got a bug on that, but I'm just turning off the volume. Hope everyone is doing great. Nice weekend for us. Couple thoughts. I'm not talking to any newbies really here, but for the people who listen afterwards, be careful. This green weekend, we don't know what's going to truly happen until tomorrow. We need some inflows. We need grayscale to stop. We need no retaliation by Iran, which they're not planning on doing. And we need Israel to stop that and just concentrate on what they're doing in Hamas, because that's not moving the market. We can go into that, but that's not what the show is all about. So I screwed up. I mentioned I was going to buy Shadow last night at $1.11, and I paid 10% higher. So I fell asleep waiting for my to come home, and woke up and it was 10% higher, and I bought it, and it dropped ever since then, and I bought more. I'm just going to DCA into it. Yeah, definitely an interesting having ZE. I would agree, but as you know, we'll see the full effects coming up. Outflows need to just be 50 million and ETFs need to come back. BlackRock needs to come back. A lot of that I don't think will come back until there's momentum. So that might take us, not me, but it's going to take some hitting some shorts and getting us back into the 70s. And I don't mean 71, 72, 73, even though there's a bunch of shorts above us where we're at right now. We need to pop, as I've been saying for a while, and everyone has been, I know you guys know, we need to get into the 80s to get momentum back and people excited. We're excited, not us. The people who are not in the market. And then some of the people who are and are just waiting for that. Because once retail comes in, the ETFs really have not even started in regards to institutional. That has not even begun. That could be another 6 months to a year until that serious money comes in. So Shadow, bought a bunch of Shadow this morning. I like the play. I want to be in a little more deep in, so that's my pick. It's a little overcrowded in regards to Arweave, Filecoin, storage. But if you look into, sorry about the wind, if you look into the play of and what Shadow's doing, I love tokenomics. It's not something huge that I love what they're doing, but I'm not in Filecoin. I was many years ago. I hate their tokenomics. That's why I'm not in it, even though they're number one in the space. I would say them and Arweave. Look into Shadow. In regards to DPIN, I think it's a good one, personally. So I loaded up this morning, and I was swearing like a mofo. My wife's like, sorry, you should have pulled the trigger last night. It's sad when your significant other is saying you effed up on that one, which I did. I should have just gone with my gut and pulled the trigger, but it's all right. Could actually bounce back to that. I hope it doesn't. But that is worth looking into. And what I like about it as well is it's on the Solana ecosystem, which is so important. A wife is always right. Yeah, that's true. That is definitely true. This will be our in May 22nd, it'll be our 26th year. So yeah, I've learned. She was 15, I was 19 when we started dating. A long time ago, back when everything was written on stone. Yeah, so I was gonna say that Solana's got a lot of good things coming this year. What is that called that they're doing later on this year? I think it's an upgrade. Fire Dancer, I think it's called. It's an upgrade which should help some of the issues it's having. Not that I'm a huge Solana lover, layer one. I don't care that much about them, but the projects that we're on need to be on a decent ecosystem, and that's why I do like Shadow for this play on it. And I think everything I'm seeing, I'm thinking I can get $10 out of it. I don't know. Could sell it at 50 cents for all I know, but I believe that's my out, at least for now, and I'll be happy. But that run kicked me in the ass. Boy, I was slow as hell, let me tell you. Thank you for being patient. And I really think Coinbase is going to bring in a ton of retail, and Base is going to kill it. You can just look at like Aerodrome versus Velodrome. Both those tokenomics are definitely different. Aero has a huge advantage being with Base instead of Velo being with Optimism, which I don't think is the greatest in the world. But both worth it being into, which I am. I just wish, I have a hell of a lot more Velo than I do Aero. I wish it was reversed, but that's all right. I think that is going to take off like crazy. So what do you guys got going today? Anything good? Also, I've heard a lot. I've gotten a lot of comments in regards to like miners turning off because of the halving. I believe we call it the BTC death spiral myth. It's never really come through, and so it'll take 20 minutes if a ton of miners come off instead of 10 minutes for a block. But the truth of the matter is, many miners will shut down business, and the other miners will get rewarded for that. It all comes back, even when miners have shut down in the past, it does nothing but, that's a temporary thing, and it does nothing but drive up price eventually. So I am looking forward to the next couple months to see where we're headed. We just this world has to play it cool for us crypto folks. And inflation needs to either remain the same. We need good numbers on that. That is the next thing to kick us in the ass. And sorry to say to everyone who thinks Powell's going to make moves just because it's an election year. That has nothing to do with his job at all, or else he would have done it. Powell cutting rates in July, August, September will do nothing for a November election. That had to have been done months ago for it to really do anything for our market, for the economy. Gas prices were up this week. They're going to throw that on Biden. If he was in the Dems' pocket, and I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, but if he was in the Dems' pocket, he would have lowered rates. That's just the bottom line. The fee shot up on BTC. I know, after the halving, I expect. Yeah, so I'm very curious about stacks and runes. I'm hearing a lot of good talk about runes. Now people are cutting it down pretty good, that it's screwing up in such a way. No Fed. I remember Bernanke back when I was on the floor at the Chicago Board of Trade. He was, in Greenspan. They were hated. No one's gonna be loved in any job like that. It's just not gonna happen. And he's in a weird spot. The truth of the matter is, him lowering rates will be good for mortgages, will be good for Car loans will be good for money circulating with businesses. Other than that, we could definitely find ourselves in a bad predicament if he does it too quickly. I would love him to lower it 1/4 of a point for one reason only, and it will do nothing in regards to inflation, for sentiment. More of a fool. That's more of a gift, right? Lower it 1/4 of a point, and mentally that will be great for the stock market and for crypto. That's all I care about. Don't go any more than that this year. I'd be happy with it. But you're right, he's in a predicament. No thank you for that job. And he screwed up. Should have started, rates were low for way too long. Mortgages at, 3%, 3.5%. That's, not everyone's supposed to own a home. That's just the bottom line. And I remember back before the housing crisis, 2008, 2007, the subprime loans, which killed us. It was like, that was Clinton's mandate. Everyone should own a home. And, all these subprime loans where people could afford maybe $75K, $100K mortgage, they were getting $300K mortgages at an incredible rate. But on the dotted line there, it said that it will be variable and, it's going to go up to 10% at this date or if this happens. And that's where it got killed. I have a friend's brother who worked the floor in the Chicago too. Yeah, still there, but he's off the floor. Yeah, floor is kind of dead. So that was fun. I was in the pits for many, many years. Still have a couple friends there. My buddy / old accountant. He raises prices to do my taxes. I've been with him before he was a CPA. He used to pay him $25, then went up to $50. I'm talking like 20 years. Then he went to like $1,000. I'm like, goodbye. Yeah, that market has changed. I got out of there right before 9/11. I was down there for a long time. It was a blast when you were young, but misogynistic. Not a great place for women to work, but they were tough down there. Yeah, they're all off the floor now and kind of doing it from offices. Completely different world. We called it open outcry. And I'm a pretty short guy, so it was pretty funny. Next to these 6'4" people battling continuously, but I can't tell you how many times I lost people, $100,000 like that and made them 500 grand in an instant too. It's crazy. Stress. I'd have a heart attack right now with that, dealing with that crap. So are you guys, do you jump on anything this weekend? I know ZE, you're kind of watching, if you're still on here. It's, I think people are realizing that it's going to be very hard to build on Bitcoin, but I hope, I'm not a naysayer. Go with the narratives. It is all about narratives. I want to see stacks at $10. I really do. I just don't think it's going to be hard to, it's not going to do what they expect it to do, but I don't get into the technical stuff too much. I don't really care that much. I care about the narratives and where we're all going to make money. XRP, no, I have a ton of XRP. Don't buy do you want my personal opinion? If I would never buy XRP at this point. There's way better projects to go into that you'll just it'll have its turn to run if we get into a true bull market again, and altcoins, it'll definitely run, but you'll have to sit on it. You have to look at the token supply and everything that's going on in XRP. I won't bore you with those details. I have a couple videos on it, but it's not a good place to keep your money. It's just what they really wanted to do is just not happening. Working with the banks, border payments and everything, it's just not coming through. So they're pivoting, and they also dump their tokens on us. So it's just not a great play at all. But I'm not selling until a couple dollars. I've had it too long and I'm in the money on it. But I would not invest a penny in it. Had to pull the plug and stop buying. I know, Z, it's hard. I couldn't. I was going to be like that, but I can't stop, to be honest with you. So I bought a bunch of Benki. I bought a bunch of freaking C yesterday. I have way too much of it, but I have it higher. I have it around 69 cents, and it was doing great before the crash a few weeks ago. But so I loaded up a little more to try to offset myself and just get out of it at a buckish if we can get up there. Yeah, if you bought some a while back, you're probably hopefully in the money. I just don't think, I have a ton and it's at 17 cents, so I'm fine. It won't go back there again until the bear market. But I've had it for so long, I'm not selling it under $2. Now, if we're in the height of the alt season, if we get one, and it's only at $1, I'll get out for sure. But, the history is XRP always runs last. Well, it hasn't done anything, and it's one of the few projects that has clarity from the SEC that it's not a security. And that's not clarity, actually. I take that back from the SEC. It's clarity from the courts. But the cases are not completely over, so just don't put any more money in it if you want my personal opinion. Not financial advice, as they say. Truth of the matter is I'm not a financial advisor. Was asked a billion times when at the Board of Trade, but I have been in it long enough where I know how to lose a ton of money and make it. Oh boy, have I lost a lot. Not in many years, but holy shit, by the time I was 29, I was almost retired at 30. And thank you.com. Pivot. Cheers, Dom. Dom, are you in the UK? ZE, I think you should go do some Uber Eats or something, get some cash, and then no one can bitch about you buying more. I think, like I said, tomorrow will tell, this week will tell. We could easily be red tomorrow, as we all know, right? The weekends don't tell us anything on the week ahead. Me personally, Benki, Cody, Marlin, a couple riskier ones. Then there are XCN or OXN, what I can't even think of what it is. I have so much. I have about a couple million of it now. I've been buying it over the weekend. It's so low. It just needs to go to a penny and I'll be good. That's like it's not a meme coin, but it's my meme coin play. Shido recently, okay. Yeah. A lot of people are. I kind of not into those ecosystems, but I think it's worth looking at. Sold off some bourbon to buy more. Nothing like your Hirsch. Yeah. Hirsch, oh, Lord. Wish I still drank. But I'm just going to hold on to that bad boy. The honest to God truth, that AH Hirsch was not worth it at all. I mean, it was... that just shows you, you can think of Bitcoin in regards to scarcity, right? AH Hirsch, 17-year-old, not made anymore, went from, it always ranged before it went out from $76 to $100. And now it's, I see it anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000, depending where. And it's not that good. It's just what you can't have is what people will pay for, right? So I imagine in 20 years, if there's a big bourbon craze, it'll be, if I don't break it or anything, it'll be worth, 20 grand, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I've seen rear bottles of Pappy Van Winkle go for, $50K. But how are you going to sell it? You can go to auction. That's what my cousin did. He went to auction and I told him to buy, I think it was 3 cases. He sold it. He made a couple $100,000. It was ridiculous. No bottle of whiskey. No bottle of whiskey worth over like $40 in my mind. It's if you really think about it, it's, I'm not here to lecture or anything like that, but I'm happy to. So I stopped drinking January of, not this January, but the last. And then really looking at it, there's a couple good channels going over it. And when you really think about it, it's ethanol. It's what it is. And so, got away from it and it's been good. Not that I had an issue, but I was just a normal drinker since I'm 51, since I was, 15, every weekend type of thing. And every weekend, sometimes Thursday. So I do miss the buzz. I just don't miss the shitty sleep and the acid reflux and the other stuff I get from it. But boy, do I miss the buzz. But every now and then I will take microdose of like sativa or something. Glad it's legal. And when I say microdose, I barely feel it, but boy, do I sleep great. And it gives me the little something I'm missing without, being intoxicated or feeling hungover or anything. I'm a member of a local charity group where we facilitate, really, some bottles end up being donated to the group and we spread money to local groups. No, I love that. Nothing wrong with those actions. I like that. Spreading the money. That's what it's all about, paying forward when you can. And that's what I've been trying to do for the last 10 years or so. And, you can't just be selfish and think about yourself. As you get older, the more you help, not necessarily monetarily, but the more you help in other ways, it's your time or whatever. That's what kind of feels good. But until you feel kind of financially secure, that's hard. It's hard to do in your 20s and 30s. So how are we going to get Bitcoin to 70K? Like I said, it's going to be the shorts now getting canceled out. Haven't looked today, but I know we have quite a bit in the 60s, high 60s. I was getting hell the other day from someone commenting. I did a post of how we're going to 50K. Well, we did go to 59K. I didn't say we were going to 50K exactly. I'm not good at the clickbait stuff, and I refuse to totally delve into that. But got to try a little bit. We figure if we have enough money for brown water. Oh, good for you, food banks. My freshman who plays on the varsity soccer team, they spent all last Saturday at a food bank, and it was about 5 hours, which was great. Need to look out for one another. We're so divided that any good you can do gets paid back so tenfold. I mean, it really does, mentally. We got so incredibly divided in 2020 that I see that changing a lot. People, at least some people, seem a lot happier than they were. I'm certainly a lot happier. So, I don't have a ton to share. Just wanted to check in. To me, for more of the newbies who listen to it, just be careful if you're looking to DCA. That's a good thing to do. But, just because we're green this weekend, which I anticipated we would be, it's all data driven this week. The week always, for right now, drives the narrative of where we're going. Like I said, check out Shadow if anyone's looking at the DPIN narrative, which a lot of people think it's over, that in AI. I don't think so. So I think AIOZ, Ondo, I don't think Ondo's going to do as great as people think it is, but I'm in a ton of it, so I hope it does well. But I mean, it's got a pretty good big market cap already, and many people saying it's going to go to 100 billion. I don't see how that happens, but that would be nice. Metal, where the hell have you been? Metal. Watched a having interview with Dave. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't know about that. SHDW, I think. Hold on, I can't look on my phone. Metal, what is up? Let's see, did I write it down? Yeah, I didn't write it down. I think it's SHDW. It'll be Shadow. I think it's the only one. It should be like a buck. Tell me where it's at right now. Because like I said, I slept on it yesterday. That I put out a video that I was buying it and fell asleep. Meadow, how's ENS looking? You still in that bad boy? Did you load up at like 10, 11 bucks? 119. Okay, yeah, it's kind of stuck there. So I got in. I was getting in at 111 yesterday. Didn't. Got in 124, 1.24, 1.22, 1.19. That's where I was buying today. Maybe not the smartest move, but whatever. I said I was done with, a couple weeks ago with newer projects. I lied. I can't help myself. I really want to be, there's certain things I may cash out of if they hit certain places, but it's difficult because nothing, we gave back so many profits that I'm looking to get those back and see where we're at. Hey Eugene, there are 3. It's about 119. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that, Eugene? And good call on Proppy a few months back. I was looking at it, but you got my head really wrapped around it. I didn't buy it, but you and I were talking about that at $1, and I don't know if you got it or not. So great call on you. I've been talking about you a lot because that was, a good play, very good play, and I think it's going to do very well. Now, BitBoy Ben will tell you that that's not it. That is not in the chosen ones, like Ondo or Maple or Goldfinch. Those are the chosen ones, but not Proppy. like he has another Mr. X. All right, I won't go off on Bitcoin, Boyd, I promise. But that was just a great call. And I think Proppy's is going to do amazing. It's the only one kind of doing what it's doing. And, I should have, when you brought it up to me, I was not in the buying mode at that point. Yeah, oh, you did? Yeah, so that's where I was going to buy it yesterday. Like I said, I was going to, and I bought it this morning because I fell asleep. I did buy not as much. I was going to buy about 10K worth yesterday. Wish I did. What did I do? I did about 4,500 this morning. And honestly, if it drops down tomorrow, the way I am, I will buy more of it to even myself out a little bit because I think it's going to be decent. They have a great team behind them. The deal is the only 2 issues. Their volume sucks. Why does their volume suck? It's because no one knows about it for the most part. They don't care about their marketing. They're putting all that money into the project and other avenues. If you want, I will link a good interview with one of the main guys. Let me know if you want that. I watched a really good interview a couple weeks ago on it. If you want that, I'll do that. I know ADA is just brutal. But Eugene, let me know if you want that. If not, I won't put the link on, but it's really good. It's a good interview with what they're doing. I just wish they would, it's great that they're working on the project. It's great that, they have everything behind it, but they do need the marketing piece because that's what will drive up price. 2.7 million volume is not going to get us to where we need to be. But Goldfinch was about 100K in their volume. That's why I bought very little of it, a decent amount, but very little at $1 when I was sitting there. It was only trading 100K every day, but then it pops up. Yeah, you got it. It's when I get back to the home, I will throw that in. It's very good. A YouTuber I never heard of, but he does podcasts, but it's a video, and he has some good projects on there, so I will remember to do that for you for sure. Maybe I'll do it on a post. I'll do it on a post instead. So I'll do a post, and I'll call it like a great shadow interview or something. But yeah, ADA, you got out of your ADA a long time ago, Metal, didn't you? So I need $1 out of ADA for me to feel happy. I need $2 out of XRP, and shit, we need to get Velid and Polygon. I don't know. I actually almost made a stupid move and bought more the other day just so I can kind of get out of it when it hits $1, but I can't. I don't think Polygon's going to do much. I think the token supply, and it's not, as they say, sexy anymore. There's too many other options. No, it's not. Polygon, ADA, XRP are all disappointments. They've lost their mojo. Even though they're all doing things, they all have money behind them. They all have, at least Polygon, and has a ton of partnerships, if you will. But I mean, who cares? If it doesn't move price, we don't care. It's good for them. And you also can have someone like Charles Hoskinson. I appreciate that he is vocal and everything with the community, but I don't think he has a lot to say that helps the project. You can't be a lone wolf forever. That's one that I will be happy to. I mean, I'm in the money on it, but I'll be happy just to. I'm scared. There's certain ones I'm just scared to sell. ADA, XRP, and Polygon, because I've had them for so long, especially XRP and ADA, that I feel like I need a lot of interest on them. And there's other ones where I just want to get my damn money on, and I don't have to repeat those. AMP, ACH. But I do believe I will get half of my money out of AMP. I believe I will get 3 cents out of it. If I get 3 cents, that shit's all going into XRP. Just joking. Destroy my portfolio, I would be content, yeah. You wish it would go to zero? Well, let it go to $1 first, and then it can go to zero. Okay? Let it go to $1 first. I like Charles, but he needs to be more... Yeah, exactly. He's brilliant. He needs to, chill a little bit and, be a little more supportive, and he is with his community, but it is a slow mover, and that just gets old. How long can we wait? How long can his community wait? But I do appreciate that he's vocal. I just don't necessarily love or understand what the hell he's saying most of the time. With Brad Garlinghouse, you can at least, he at least puts on the facade of, holy cow, this guy's got it together. He's really in the now and knowing what is going on with the financial markets and everything. And he does. My biggest issue is their tokenomics, them dumping on us. That's it. Other than that, I wish they would burn 30 billion tokens, all their escrow if they could. Do something for your community. They've done nothing to help out their holders. The people who have, maybe by no choice, have stuck by it, but I have a choice. I could sell now and be fine. But I could have kept it in a bank as well. Do something to help out the people who have made you billions. Because it's not, if they didn't have XRP, all the XRP, and selling that, they would be out of business. Ripple would be done. So they're pivoting, as we know, to try to make up for that. Best staking mechanism in the game. But man, yeah, it is. I agree. They've been selling into the hand of holders all along. Yes, they have. Into mine. But I was never one. So I got into XRP because 99.999% of people hated it. That's why I bought it. And never worked out. Like I said, I think a lot of people are up money on it, but it never worked out in regards to where it should be because of what you just said. C90. They've been selling on us. Yeah, could you imagine if... Well, I don't think it would matter. If, let's say, XRP or ADA went to $4 or $5, people would still laugh. The community, the ADA and XRP community would be ecstatic. But there's no way we're seeing $10 on either of those, or Polygon. Now, look, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but if I really look at the tokenomics of it, how is it going to get there? I can't do the math right now on my phone, but we're talking hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars of market cap. Maybe $1 trillion for XRP, if I believe. So, that's just not going to happen. Could other projects see $1 trillion market cap if we get to 10 trillion, which I don't think we're gonna this cycle? but I also don't know. Yes, but I don't think it'll be XRP, ADA, or Polygon. It'll be something more like Solana. You know. So where is everyone? I know Metal where you're at. I know Indiana. Put in the chat if you would where everyone is from. There's 7 of you. I'm losing more by the minute, but Metal, I know you. I know Indy. Where the hell is everyone from? Look at that blooming tree. I love it. What is everyone doing today? Romania. Really? ZE, you're from Romania? Yeah, you've told me that before. Excuse my mind. Are you really from Romania? Is that why you're so fucking funny? I didn't know Romanians have that. We're as sharp as you are. You're hysterical. BNB seems to be holding decent. Yeah, don't have any. I think BNB will be absolutely, it'll run. That's awesome, ZE. You kill me. Yeah, I know you're from Indy. Like I said, I was supposed to be there on Wednesday, but I got have my boss flying in and said to, a general doing a EV. I'm doing like a bunch of EV projects all over the country, and they're just ridiculous. That's funny. EV, that is the narrative, and I'm doing very, very well from the narrative. But the truth of the matter is, EV is not the answer. I'm not going to go into what is because I don't know. But everyone thinks it's good for the environment, and it is not. If we look at, I've gone off on this before, if we look at what they're doing in other countries and what they want to do in Nevada for lithium and nickel and all that, Jesus. But I got to do what my job wants me to do. Hell, I'm a vegan, and I've been in 1 million slaughterhouses for what our product is. I go there so I can actually tell people what I've seen, not say that I've seen it just on videos. I see it in person. But I won't go down that road. Don't get started on the wind farms. Oh shit. Dude, so I used to deal with the wind farms years and years ago. All of those wind farms, and they're all made to fail. They're only made to last a certain amount of time and be replaced. And I don't remember what it's 10 years. Initially, they were brutal. And we provided all the stuff for the wind farms, all the generators and all that. And I'm talking years ago. And they're just all made to fail. It's just kind of like your roads. They're made to fail. They come in and they asphalt them. And oh shit, am I going down the blockchain basement route? Sorry. Forget it. I won't do it. But you could get me started. But I won't go there. You got enough channels to go down the negative route. I just did a video the other day about being negative. I'm sorry. Look at me. I always got to fight myself back. When you get older and you know so freaking much, it becomes a burden. And what's scary is I knew none of this stuff in my 20s. The scary thing is you have teenagers and 20-year-olds now knowing what really goes on. And that is scary. I mean, it's good for them, but it causes anxiety. There's no, I was born in 72. There was no such thing as anxiety back in the 70s and 80s. I never suffered from anxiety, ever. I had my issues. Anxiety was not one of them because I didn't know shit. There was no cable. There was just TV. There was MTV. There's no porn. Nothing like that. And so I had nothing to be anxious about except for like playing guitar, playing music, getting high, drinking, getting with my friends and getting laid. I mean, now they just know way too much. Okay, I'll stop. I will stop. 10 years, the ROI is like 17 years. Yes, it's 17 years. Okay, yeah, it was less than that. I'm telling you, after 5 years, they were having major issues. And it was great business for us. But, I don't like, we want things to last. Sorry about the, you brought the bait. That's not your fault. It's me. I go down the dark tunnel. You know, when I get going, I can get dark fast. But unfortunately, we all know the truth. I should get Drew in here. Is it not more repressed in the older generation? Yes, it is, Tom. It is. And I've seen a couple of your videos. Right, you're from the UK, aren't you, brother? Very cool stuff. Well, it's speculation, some more educated speculation than others, but I am standing by the biggest mistake folks do is not sell. You're right. Metal, you'll be the first one to sell and laughing at us all the way down. I hope not. But what you need to do, brother, is let us know when you're selling, so maybe it'll wake us out of our bull run coma, right? I mean, I will pride myself. Oh, you're welcome, brother. I will pride myself on selling, but I will not sell at the right time. I can promise you that. I will either sell way too early, which will piss me off, which I did forever in equities, or I will sell way too late, and I'd rather sell way too early, you know. And one of the biggest issues is selling early and then buying back in. Oh shit, it keeps going. But actually, a bigger issue is buying when we're actually going down, and I think we got a long time for that. I hope. There wasn't so much public's perception back then. Yeah, exactly. When you were young fellas. No, that's the thing. You knew about, well, like I said, 72 for me, it was just Russia. It was just Russia. You heard about the Cold War. You saw it was Iran in like the 70s. You know, you got scared of that when they took over the embassy. And it was just the scare between us and Russia. That was really it. In my time, I should say, the 70s, late 70s, 80s. But that's it. There was no cable. There was nothing. There was no internet. You knew what that little bit, and you moved on, and you went outside and played. Everyone's just on their phones all day long. Back when I was a kid. Better to sell early than late. Yeah, yes, exactly. 100% right. And then don't buy back in that project. Get out when you're supposed to get out. And I'm going to stick by it. I've always been extremely successful with stocks, with everything. It's just the rules. Know you're out before you get in. That can be adjusted a little bit in a bull run. But remember, what goes up comes down. If you can't get most of your stuff off of an exchange, get a Tangent wallet, get any type of wallet. I know you guys always have one. If you want a Tangent, go on my thing. You get 10% off. I don't know. I have never even checked if anyone's ever used that. I don't know. And don't listen to the bullshit of YouTubers like myself. VC, you're a degen, sir. I'm a degen. I'm a little bit, but I only have one meme. And that's Bonk, and I have $400 in it, and it's up money, and I don't care. That's the only one. I don't use any DEXs anymore. I use Coinbase and Kraken. That's all I use. So for a reason, I'm limited in what I can degen into. But you're right. I am somewhat of a degen, but I have no bad habits. My bad habits are vegan junk food, and maybe an edible here and there, and I mean very rarely, and I don't even feel it. But I don't gamble, except for crypto. That is it. I don't spend any money on myself. It all goes to my 3 kids and my wife and my 2 domestic boys at home, and sanctuaries, and helping rescue Tibetans out of Tibet, and giving back. That's all I do. That's my only spending habits. I spend no money on myself. Z, drink a shot of whiskey, Z. That'll help you with the live streams. My live streams suck, but what can I tell you? I'm not good at this. But I do appreciate y'all. Any views on facial recognition? Was hesitant to do it, but did it in the end. Who cares? I mean, brother, they got us. It's all good. I'm not facial recognition, fingerprints. I mean, I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm not a hide and like bunker type of guy, so it just doesn't matter in my view. But I will tell you weird things. Like, you know, I mean, you talk in your home if you have an Alexa or anything like that, or you go somewhere and your phone knows it. You know, I'm telling you everything you don't know. I swear on my life, if you guys ever heard of a guy named Dog the Bounty Hunter, he's a bounty hunter out of Hawaii and some New Mexico or something like that. And he used to have a show on TV. I watched it maybe 15, 20 years ago. It's entertaining. I haven't thought about him for 7 years. His wife died. His second wife died of cancer or something. I happened to think about her yesterday. I thought about her. Now, this is going to be weird. Please, I'm not in the basement here. I haven't thought about the guy in a million years. Didn't mention his name. All of a sudden, I get a video on YouTube of him on Fox News, brand new, promoting his book. He was crying on it or something. Talking about bringing his people to heaven, bringing all his felons to heaven. Talking about bringing his people. Very weird. Anyways, enough of that. Dog, yeah. Denver, that was it. Yeah, so I haven't thought about that guy in a million years, and I just thought about him yesterday. And he appears on my fucking YouTube. Excuse my language. I mean, what? I'm not saying that's not coincidence, or it is, or it probably is. But why? I thought about him. Didn't speak. Anyways, we're all being watched by the basement. I did that last runs, sold like 75-ish top and made better. Yeah, you know, we should all follow 88 Metal, his way of trading. You know, he doesn't trade, he holds like me, and then he buys early and sells early, which is smart. He's not very risky in what he goes in. Even though ENS, I would say, is probably one of your riskier plays. I don't know your whole portfolio, but I don't think it's risky. I think it's a great move. Are you underwater on that now? Because you're in at $15. I haven't checked it lately. Sanctuary is one of the most worthy causes. Yeah, so I tried. Those are hard to upkeep, sanctuaries. They're tough, but I spent a lot of my time raising money to, help farmers transition from being certain type of farmers over to like plant farmers. I do what I can with that. Not easy. And outreach, talking to people on the streets and all that, and trying to, if I can plant a seed. If I see an in, I just try to plant a seed. I'm not forceful. I went through my angry vegan phase many years ago, and it doesn't work. It's not good for me. It's not good for animals and people. Like 25% more gains on the table, was mad. Yeah. And 3 months later, I was happy. Exactly. You're happy because it was below where you sold it. Thoughts. I'm sure they can read your mind. It's my daughter yesterday, my youngest 15-year-old, said they're eating your brain. She firmly believes. She sleeps with her a towel over her TV, because she thinks it's watching them. It's a smart TV. It's around 15-ish. Oh, okay. Did you buy the dip at all? Did you lower your average cost? Respect for veganism. Shame more people. Yeah. Well, it's hard, Dom. It's just people don't want to know, and I'm not going to go there right now. But it's hard. It's tough. When the light switch goes on, it's brutal for years. But, I used to be an activist back in the day, like when I was 19, 20. I'm 51 now. And I was an activist with like Gary Yourofsky and he was in Michigan, and I would be getting in fights with hunters and this and that and doing all this while I was eating a steak burrito and chicken sandwich. I just didn't know. But anyways, took me many years, and whatever we can do to help is all good. I put a couple links on of 2 movies for folks to watch. A couple of people have watched them and got something out of it, so that's good. It's Gary Yourofsky's speech in Dominion. Yeah, but we can't, Dom, I know it's depressing. We can't let it get us down. We got to look at, I can't even think about it so much, even though I go and see it firsthand. I wakes me up. Last week, I woke up in cold sweats with what I saw, but you just gotta try to be positive, and otherwise you'll be in a dark hole. Well, I picked up more Link. You picked up more Link and ETH. This last halving dippish, but nothing crazy. I got a hefty bag of solids. Wow. Well, you got Link at a very good price. That was where to buy it. So I think you bought it less than that anyways back a while ago, but that's going to pay off for you. Yeah, you are, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with being conservative. You know, you're going to do great. That's the thing. When let's say you have a good amount of money or whatever it may be, you know, if you just put it in and you just want to double, triple, quadruple your money, the solid plays are going to get you there, in my belief. Now, if you want to degen, I got a little of everything, right? I'm pretty diversified, but a couple plays in AI, a couple in DPIN, a couple in RWA, L1, L2, so, and then a couple, definitely degenier plays that are very, Benki and Avalanche I believe Avalanche is going to do very, very well. They've got some things cooking and money coming in, and I'm telling you, Benki, do not sleep on it. Do not sleep on it, please. I think it'll be great, but I can't. I'm addicted to buying more and more of it, and that and Clover, I think will do well. 7-ish, yeah. So I assume we can get $31. You'll get $31 easily. Jesus, I think you'll get if we get into the meat of things, tofu meat of things, you'll get 40 something out of that. I would think. Hard not to have 30 tokens in a hurry. Yeah, I think with adding Shadow, I have to count. I think I'm in 43 right now, which I never thought I would be. But, they're all in the green except for the old plays that I have. And those are coming back, some of them a little bit, like District OX. I don't have a ton of it, but I bought that at 11 cents. It's on its way back up. It was in the green, before the big dip. But I didn't sell it. Hey, Alex. Welcome. I'm a miner here in California. Oh, you're a miner. Are you in the money? Are you all set? Is the halving doing you justice? You're up to 48-ish, but I'm at 31, so I'm not sure this run has to offer yet. Yep, we don't even know where we're at in this run at all. You're right. We had a okay run up on certain projects, and I don't think we've seen anything yet if we can just get back into the thick of things. But we've had a very long time of consolidation and sideways and downward action. So, the hype is fairly gone, which is accumulation time. And it has been. Looking to probably get out mid-2025 at my current plan. Yeah, see, I can't, it's hard to put a date on things because that can change so fast, as we've seen. I'm hoping you're right though, like mid 2025 would be great. If we have our parabolic phase of this market. We'll all know when that's happening. Business as usual now, I think, but we'll see what the next couple weeks brings us. Yeah. 4-ish cycle guy. Yeah, no, I believe in the four-year cycles. I just think that I definitely believe in that. I just think they can be cut short. They always come back, but they can be cut short in regards to the world situation. More variables on that cycle now, but I'm watching. Yeah, I know you're all over it. Everyone on here is all over it. So are you at, Alex, are you an independent miner? You work for a mining company? Do you have, how many ASICs are you running? Later, brother. I got to jump off in a minute myself. You be good, be safe. I'll be on back tomorrow. Spread the word. I'm looking to do a 10-year investment into BTC. Hopefully it turns out. How long have you been mining? And Dom, if you're still on here, check out if you haven't seen them, the 2 videos. You don't need to watch Dominion, but if you have, I'm sure you've seen Gary Yourofsky's speech. If you've never seen that, jump on my page and watch that. But I would assume you've seen Gary Yourofsky. If not, you got to watch it and share it to people who haven't had their eyes open yet or seeds planted. I work with others to educate them on how to mine and help them set up. Very cool. Good for you. That's good. I hope it's profitable for you. And I'm hoping that we don't have too many miners shutting down, and it pays off, and we can drive BTC up to 80K before we know it, because that's where we need to be right now. To get momentum back, we have to, at least get back to 75, but, until we're in the 80s, I don't see the hype, which we do need. We need the newbies coming in. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not a firm believer. We do need exit liquidity, but, that's not for some people. The mining too. 2013. Yeah, don't we all? You just mine Bitcoin or any alts? So, hopefully the wind's not too bad. I mind Doge. Okay. Oh, Litecoin. Litecoin, I think, was the 3rd crypto I bought, and sold it quick. Sold it when the founder sold his. Well, I'm gonna hit it. Wish I had more to share, but we kind of hit it all over the last 58 minutes. Alex, I appreciate you jumping on. I appreciate all of you guys and gals, if there's any gals here. Whatever I can do to help, please reach out. Here, GPU mining is cool for alts, but I don't have time to tinker. Cheers, 88. You be safe, because it's plug and play. Besides, yeah, that's true. I hope that works out. Please don't be shy about jumping in the community. We're trying to grow it as much as we can. If you can get other people's in, Alex, I'd be grateful. It's growing every day. I'm kind of a different type of YouTuber. Not into the editing. It's more of a just help where I can type of thing. Kind of like what you do. All right, brother. I'm here for all of you guys. Do me a favor, take care of yourself, and do something good for someone today. See how that makes you feel. Whether it's helping someone with their groceries, helping an older person to their car, do something that makes you happy. And please let me know what you need from me. I'm here for all of you, and I appreciate you all. Be good. I'll be on later.